Today we will be demonstrating Ostendo's landed cost functionality. Landed cost is calculated from the purchase cost of the item, plus insurance, shipping fees, customs expenses, currency conversion, and any other costs that you may wish to factor in to get more accurate costings on each item. To access this function, on the purchasing workflow, click Purchase Shipments. Click Add. Enter a reference to make the shipment easy to find from the list screen. If the shipment is from one supplier, tick the This shipment is for a single supplier option and select the supplier. Enter shipping information as required, for example the departure date, estimated time of arrival date, departure and arrival ports, etc. This can then be used to manually track the shipment. Click the Purchase Orders tab and select the purchase orders that will be arriving on the shipment. The currency code is based on the purchase order, but you should enter the exchange rate to be used for the receipt. At this stage, you can save the shipment and come back to it once the goods are received. When you have the shipment charges information, return to the shipment and enter the actual arrival date. If you don't enter an actual arrival date, Ostendo will use the shipment date at the top of the screen. To add the charges, click on the Shipment Charges tab. Click the Add button. Select the charge code from the descriptor list. In this example, we will enter 2 charges and 2 allocation methods. Firstly, freight. We'll select the allocation method price. Enter the charge value. Secondly, import duty, and we're going to select an allocation method of quantity and the same charge value of $100 to show the difference the allocation method makes. If the charges are in foreign currency, select the currency and enter the exchange rate. Click the Lines tab and review the allocation of charges for each item. Each charge is displayed and can be adjusted for each item being receipted. Similar to a normal purchase receipt, if the quantity received or the unit price is different to the original purchase order, change the appropriate field. In this example, we have received 8,000 of the 10,000 washers, and the steering forks on the next line are $488 instead of $500 each. Note the differences between the freight and the import duty allocations across the different items. In the case of freight, it is applied based on the extended line price, so a higher allocation has been made to the collar locks, which total $10,000, while the washers only total $480, so get a much smaller allocation of freight, and the steering forks are in the middle with $4,880. Most of the import duty is allocated to the washers because this has been allocated based on quantity, and we are receiving 8,000 washers and only 20 collar locks and 10 steering forks. Click the Save button. Click Reapply Changes to automatically update the charge application if you've changed any quantities or prices. Return to the Detail screen and click the Received Purchases and Close Purchase Shipment button. Confirm at the prompt, then close the shipment screen. Note, the shipment charges should also be entered as purchase invoices using the same descriptor codes as the shipment used, so they balance each other out, because the cost has already gone into the receipted stock item. To omit shipment charges from a received item, in the Purchase Shipments line tab, change the receipt quantity to 0 on the line you do not want to apply charges to, e.g. pallet above. Click on the Reapply Charges button so the charges can be spread across the other lines. Then add the receipt quantity for the lines that didn't get the charges. So above, we're now going to add 1 to the receipt quantity to receipt the pallet without applying charges. Continue with the process as usual.